This is my first visit to China, and China has been a long-standing partner of UN-USA, the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs, for many, many years. So it was very important for me to come here. I'm delighted that I can come here when we are celebrating all the Chinese achievements in space, but also Chinese collaboration with other countries.
So how do you assess the collaboration with Chinese space agencies over the past few years?
We have a regional center for space science and technology education for the Asia Pacific located here, and it's been extremely successful. It's one of our model centers around the world. Another one is the UN SPIDER office. SPIDER is space-based information for disaster and emergency response. And that is where we do capacity building for the Asia Pacific in particular. We also have an Access to Space for All program, which is where we are partnering with your manned space station in order to give young people and universities the opportunity to launch experiments from the space station. We are now discussing what can we do next. I've just spent 4 days in Beijing having many bilateral meetings with NDRCC, with MEM, with CNSA, with Beihang University and with the regional center. Our focus really is going to be on capacity building and space data going forward. There are too many developing countries in the world who are saying we do not have access to this data, it's not available for us, it's too expensive for us, and even if we have it, we don't know how to use it. So there's a lot of work for us to do. It's too much work for a small office, but when we do it together with international partners like China, we can really make a difference.
This year, China's Chang'e 6 plans to conduct a lunar sample return mission from the far side of the moon, and Chinese scientists also aim to build an international lunar research station with global partners in the future. How important are these global projects in driving space exploration forward?
So whether it's missions to outer space, whether it's astronauts who go, these are all envoys on behalf of humanity as a whole. At least that is what we believe in the United Nations. So we welcome all of these different initiatives. We applaud them when they are in partnership with other countries. And, you know, great minds are to be found in every country. In the most developed countries, in developing countries, there are brilliant minds everywhere. When we bring them together, then the sky is not the limit, even the moon is not the limit. We can do a lot.
China, Latin America and the Caribbean States Space Forum. This is the first time being held in Wuhan, in China. Why is it so important for emerging space powers to collaborate?
You know, China is a well-established spacefaring nation, and it has been for many, many decades. We saw the presentation earlier from CNSA. First launch was in 1970. So you know what you're doing, and you've been doing it for a very long time. In the United Nations and from all over the world, but also Latin America, we have countries who do not yet have satellites, who are not yet spacefaring nations. So it is by bringing the spacefaring nations who have great experience and who have developed applications and services based on space technologies, by bringing them together, that we can understand better where are the needs, what are the needs, how can we empower other nations to make best use of space solutions in order to achieve their goals.